So, good morning class. So, today we are going to talk about our last topic, which is Chief Sikoto holds court by Bessie Head, an excerpt from a novel When the Rain Clouds Gather by Bessie Head. But before that, let's first talk about the author's background, which is Bessie Head. Bessie Emery Head is born on July 6, 1937 at Pietermaritzburg and died on April 17, 1986 at Serowe, Botswana. So, Bessie Head is an African writer who described the contradictions and shortcomings of pre- and post-colonial African society in morally didactic and novels and stories. Head finally gained Botswana citizenship late in life. It is because she died in 1986 at the age of 49 from hepatitis, just as her work was gaining international recognition. Now, let's proceed to the summary of the story. So at the beginning of the story, Chief Sikoto was described as a very charming, kind man. So every weekday morning, he listened to cases brought before his court, while in the afternoon were spent for his leisure time. So one Monday morning, a case was in a session when he saw his brother Matenge park his car near the place where the court was held. So nothing upset him more than a visit from his brother, wherein he classified his brother as a insane part of mankind. So hindi nabanggit dito kung bakit. And with that, he planned to delay the proceedings for the possibility for his brother to be bored and leave. So, ang ginawa ni Chief Sikoto, linaan niya yung full attention niya dun sa case. So, the case has been brought in from the village called Bodibeng, and all of its people had come to witness the trial. So, it is a case wherein a woman named Mabaloy was charged with allegedly practicing witchcraft. So, napagbintangan si Mabaloy na gumagawa daw siya ng witchcraft, wherein it caused the sudden deaths of a number of children in the village. And another presented evidence pa is that she was capable of the sudden death of a young woman who died in her home several days ago. And then, Chief Sikoto was silent. So, nakaupo lang siya dun sa upuan niya. And amazed of the non-stop foolishness of the village people who have been threatened with fines by the president of the court because of chatting with everyone loudly. So, before pa magkaroon ng another case dito sa court ni Chief Sikoto, yung mga villagers is napanis na sila dati, which is fines, wherein nag-uusap sila ng sobrang lakas. At last, he turned to the accused old woman and said, "Well, mother, what do you have to say in defense of yourself?" So the woman defended that she is not a witch. Even though she was called the mother of the witch, long ago she was taught by the people who live in the wilds how to cure ailments using herbs, and that is her business. So Chief Sikoto then ordered Mabaloy to let him see her bag, kung ano yung laman ng bag na pinagkakaguluhan ng mga tao. And then, nakita niyo dun sa bag yung mga dried leaves, roots, and yung mga berries, which makes the crowd silent. And then the old woman continue na sinasabi niya na hindi niya alam or hindi siya involved dun sa nangyari na yon, dun sa mga binibintang sa kanya. And then, Chief Segoto sympathetically understand Mabaloy's statement and then asked the crowd kung sino yung may hawak dun sa certificates ng mga namatay. Then, while waiting for the doctor to come, he looked at Mabaloy often and na-sense niya na yung matanda is nervous and froze on her seat. Then, the doctor then arrived. So, dumating na yung doctor dun sa court in the afternoon. So, even though na-delayed yung kaso ng 2 hours, tinuloy-tuloy pa din yung session. And then, habang ongoing yung session, yung kapatid ni Chief Segoto, which is Matenge, is binigyan niya si Chief Segoto ng note wherein kailangan niya daw makausap si Chief Segoto kasi may sasabihin daw siya. Then, ang sagot naman ni Chief Segoto, is it life or death? I am at the moment faced with the life or death of an old woman. Hindi ako makaalis dito. Yun naman ang sabi ni Chief Segoto. The doctor present his brief evidence and point saying that the child deaths in the village was caused by pneumonia and the young woman had died for a septic wound due to having an abortion with an unsterilized instrument. So after all that happened, Chief Segoto passed the judgment, telling that the village people that they have suffering from mental illness, that their children have died from an illness, and blaming Mabaloy for their misfortunes. So at the end, as a punishment, Chief Segoto ordered the villagers to sell animals for them to make money. And then, yung money na yun is ibibili nila ng mga damit ng mga bata so that hindi na sila magka-pneumonia. And another one is, si Chief Segoto, hindi niya na pinayagan si Mabaloy na mag-stay pa dun sa village na tinitirhan nila ng kasama ng mga villagers. Instead, kinuha ni Chief Segoto si Mabaloy na doon na lang mag-stay sa bahay niya. And isa pa, pagod na daw kasi si Chief Segoto sa mga penicillin injections para dun sa treatment niya. So, sabi ni Chief Segoto, yung mga herbs mo na lang ang gamitin ko kasi alam ko naman na nakakatulong talaga and talagang effective siya.
The main theme of the story is justice, truth, and the danger of ignorance and superstition. It shows how fear and false beliefs can lead people to accuse innocent individuals of wrongdoings, and how wisdom and fairness like that of Chief Segoto can bring out the truth and protect the innocent. The story teaches that we should not judge or accuse others without evidence. Superstitions and false beliefs can cause harm and injustice. It also reminds us that true leadership is fair, compassionate, and guided by reason rather than emotion or public pressures.
So, yun lang yung end niya, guys. Sana naintindihan niyo yung explanation. Thank you for listening. That's all.